Hello everyone, welcome to another learning episode. Today I'm going to talk about descriptive non-experimental research design and their sample research titles. I know it has been a long time since I uploaded my last video, but I'm gonna make it all up to you guys, and today I'm going to talk about research designs and I'm gonna give you as well sample research titles. But before that, let us have first a quick review on quantitative research. Quantitative research collects information from the respondents by sending out surveys, online polls, questionnaires, etc., the results of which can be depicted in the form of numerical value. Another thing about quantitative research is it has clearly defined research objectives, and its research instrument is structured and it is conducted to a large sample size. So there are two general types of research designs. We have the experimental research design and the non-experimental research design. When we talk about experimental research design, the researcher conducts experiment as the name suggests, and he or she needs to test out the dependent and independent variables. But I'll no longer give you further details on experimental research design because today I'm going to concentrate on the descriptive non-experimental research design. Well, it has two general categories, the according to purpose and the according to time. For according to time, we have cross-sectional research and the longitudinal research. Cross-sectional surveys are observational surveys conducted in situations where the researcher intends to collect data from a sample of the target population at a given point in time. The sample cross-sectional research is social skills of men and women in their 30s. In this kind of study, we're going to compare two different groups of people at a certain period of time. Longitudinal research are also observational research, but unlike cross-sectional research, longitudinal research are conducted across various time durations to observe a change in respondent behavior and thought process. In longitudinal research, the data is collected at multiple points in time. It collects data from the present and in the future. The research title for this study is Monitoring the Progress of the Social Skills of Men from their 20s to 40s. Now I have here the illustration that shows the differences of these two studies. When we talk about cross-sectional study, the participants can be divided into different groups and they will be examined at a certain period of time, while longitudinal study will have the same set of participants, but their progress will be compared over time. Descriptive non-experimental research design, according to purpose, we have categorized it into three categories: the descriptive survey research, descriptive comparative research, and the correlational studies. Now for descriptive non-experimental research, we have the descriptive survey research. Descriptive survey research is the manner of gathering information from the respondents based on a sample size. Diba I said earlier that when we talk about quantitative research, it has clearly defined research objectives. Same with the descriptive survey research. We have to make sure that we know what is our objective. See, for example, if we are managing a certain small business and we want to examine how well our customers or our clients are receiving the services or the products we're offering, we are talking about the level of satisfaction or simply asking whether our clients are satisfied or not. After that, after writing a definite objective for our study, we can then make a survey questionnaire or research instrument. It must be structured. Either you make a survey instrument and letting your respondents check whether it's a yes or no, or either rate their manner of satisfaction. 1 is the lowest and 5 is the highest. And then the third procedure is you have to conduct this research instrument to a sample size. Example, if you have a 1,000 clients or customers, it's just okay not to take them all, but to survey only a portion of this population or a sample size of this population. And then I'm gonna give you other sample research titles also for descriptive survey research. Here are the sample research titles. We can study on the learning modality preferences of senior high school students, Also, you can also try examining the social beliefs on COVID-19 and the extent of students' interest in vlogging. Another non-experimental research design according to purpose is descriptive correlational research. Descriptive correlational research is conducted to establish a relationship between two closely knit entities and examine how one impacts the other. In this type of research also, the researcher needs to look into the relationship of these two closely knit entities if the relationship is positive, negative, or neutral. An example of this this research design is looking into the relationship of self-esteem and students' public speaking skills. Another one is the emotional intelligence of students and their learning style preferences, or the social skills of the students and their level of stress. These are just some of the examples of descriptive correlational research. The other type is descriptive comparative research. For descriptive comparative research, the researcher needs to consider two variables which are not manipulated, and he or she will formulate a formal procedure to conclude that one is better than the other. I am a teacher and I want to examine which of the two method of conducting tests is better, whether it's paper-based method or computer-based method. To know the answer, all I have to do is to have a random sample of participants to use these two different methods, and then I'm gonna take note of the factors like failure rates, time factors, and other aspects to evaluate which of the two is a better method of conducting tests, the paper-based or computer-based. And that was my discussion about non-experimental research design. I hope you've learned something today. See you on our next episode. Keep on learning!